what's happening? It's your man, OGBO Beats TV. Today I'm coming at you with another special video. Basically, this is part 2 of my series of videos I'm gonna be giving you on some insight on military lifestyle. Right, on my first video, I talked about how was deployment. You can go check that video out. I'm gonna put the link in the video, should be down below. This video here, we're gonna go over how to prepare for basic training. I'll give you guys some more background. Again, I've been in the military for 13 years. I'm still active duty, and I can tell you everything you need to know. So first off, before we get into the video, if you haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe to my page. Make sure you like the page. Make sure if you have any questions, comments, concerns, leave a comment down below, and I will definitely answer and get back to you.
OGBO Beats, only for the real trim.
Basically, today in this video, I'm gonna talk to you about some things you can do to prepare to go to basic training. Basic training is basically the first thing that you're gonna do once you actually swear into the military and once you get sent to your basic training base. So a lot of people want to know how basic training is and the things you need to do when you get to basic training, and I'll talk about that on another video, but right now I'm going to get you prepared for basic training. So basic training comes about right once you make the final decision that you're going to join the military, whether it be Army, Air Force, Marines, Navy, or the Coast Guard. Whether you're going to be active duty, which means full-time job, or whether you're going to be reserves, meaning you do it once a month on the weekends. Everybody's basic training is the same. Now, as far as all the different branches go, I can only tell you about the Army side, okay? So another side note before we get into this video, just so everybody knows, I was also a drill sergeant, right? Which we're gonna talk about once we talk about how basic training is. So I have an expert opinion on what you need to do to prepare for basic training. Get ready to take notes, and I'm gonna hook you guys up with some good tips for you to be successful to prepare for basic training. Okay, so check it out. So one of the first things that you need to prepare yourself for is I'm gonna go right into it, is physical fitness. Basic training is 10 weeks of physical fitness almost every single day. And although you can go there and make yourself better than you were before you got there, it would be a lot easier for you and better for you if you come all ready to go, or at least as much as you think you can be prepared. There's a couple different ways you can prepare, but I'm gonna tell you what I suggest you do. 3 things you need to do: push-ups, sit-ups, running, okay? Now, as we stand today, the military is getting ready to change their Army physical fitness test. But for those of you that may be going in the next couple days, weeks, months, you still may be doing the same physical fitness test from the past. What that basically consists of is a 2-minute test on your push-ups, 2-minute test on your sit-ups, and a 2-mile run, in which you have to complete a certain amount of repetitions for each of those events to pass. For the 2-mile run, you have to run your 2 miles within a set amount of time to pass. Now, those events are also broken down by age group and by gender. So if you're a male that's under the age of 21, you got a certain numbers you have to hit on each one of those tests. If you're a female, you have certain numbers you have to hit, and the age group varies. I'm not gonna talk about the different age groups, but you can look that up. Physical fitness is a big thing. You don't wanna be the one person that just can't hang, that gets hurt, because that could delay the process once you get to basic training. So prepare yourself physically, all right? Start going to the gym, start running, start walking, start eating better, and that will definitely help you prepare for basic training. Tip number 2, be prepared to be away from your friends and family for the duration of the time. A lot of times people join, based on my experience being a drill sergeant, right? And I was training people coming to basic training. The average age was definitely fresh out of high school to mid-20s, all right? Majority of 18, 19, 20-year-olds, and it's gonna be a lot of those people's first time being away from home, and that causes a lot of problems. So I want you to prepare yourself from being away from home, especially if you're close to your family, you've never been away, if you're a parent and you have small child or kids, or you have a dog or anything of that nature that you could miss that you've never been away from. I want you to prepare yourself for that and understand that the 10 weeks will go by just like that, and you'll be right back with your friends and family before you know it. Same thing with your spouse, with your, i.e. your wife or your husband, with your girlfriend, your boyfriends, whatever the case may be. Like, explain that to them, that you're gonna be away, it's 10 weeks, but it's something positive, it's something good. It's gonna give you an advantage at life, right? Whether you love it or hate it or like it or whatever the case may be, you know, it's something that you gotta go through, you gotta commit yourself through for 10 weeks, and it just is what it is. Tip number 3, no social media, right? In this day and age, I know for me, I'm on social media almost all day, every day. I know I need to cut back some, but it is what it is. So understand, when you come to basic training, your phone time is gonna be little to no, right? You're not gonna be able to get on your phone every day. You're not gonna be able to make phone calls every day. You will have the opportunity to make phone calls. All of that depends on the particular unit that you get involved in and all of that. But you won't be able to be on Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, whatever it is that you own and that you communicate with a lot of people with, you won't be able to do that. So again, that's such a big thing in this day and age. Prepare yourself to not be on social media. Stop using it every day. Slow it down. Post a message when you get ready to leave that let everybody know that, hey, I'm gonna be going on this journey for the next 10 weeks. I'll catch up to you when I get a chance. Tip number 4, you don't need to bring a lot of stuff with you to basic training. I mean, you could bring basic hygiene and stuff like that, but I've seen a lot of people bring little to nothing and they'll be okay, because the bottom line is you're gonna get the opportunity to purchase a lot of hygiene items, a lot of items that you may need or forget. And for the most part, the military or the Army in this case is gonna provide you with pretty much everything you need. If it is something that you do need, you can have family members send you whatever it is you need, and as long as it's allowed to, for you to have, you'll definitely be able to have it. So just make sure that you don't come with like crazy suitcases full of stuff. I mean, probably need a small carry-on type suitcase at the most, duffel bag, small duffel bag, but definitely not big luggage. I've seen people come rolling up with big luggage, 2 and 3 bags. You're not going on a vacation, and all that will do is draw attention to you once you start basic training. That's just a couple quick tips to get you started on things you may need for basic training. You know, it could vary depending on where you're going, what your job is, but for the most part, if you stick with those 3 things right there, right? Getting physically fit, being prepared to be away from friends and family, and being prepared to get off social media. You don't need to bring a whole bunch of stuff with you. You'll be okay. Think about it like this. Millions of people have gone through what you're about to go through. It's not that big of a deal. You can definitely get through it. You know, it's not meant to be a bad thing, a degrading thing. It should be tough mentally, physically. But hang in there and you'll definitely be successful. I'm OG Bo Beats TV. Like I said, if you haven't already, subscribe, like, comment down with any more questions that you may have. And be on the lookout for my next video. Check out some of my other videos on sneaker reviews, beats, and whatever else I got up. Check me out, OG Bo Beats TV. Peace.